We've had some amazing wrestlers, guys like Mike Kravchuk, Jim Harshaw, Matt Roth, John Matico, Derek Capana. But Chris, frankly, on paper, is the best of any of them. By the end of his career, he'll have the most wins in program history. 3 ACC titles is only a few guys been able to pull that off, a handful, small handful. But in our sport, the only thing that matters really is All-American plaques. He's got 2. Nobody else in our program's history have multiple All-American plaques, meaning that he's the only guy that's ever done it. I'd say that puts him up with the best we've ever had.
I love the tradition, I love the campus, I love the academic prestige that they have here, I love just the general attitude and competitiveness of Charlottesville. It's just it's a very unique place. You know, you come out of here alive, you're going to be doing pretty well for yourself, and it's exactly what I expected, and that's where I'm hoping to be.
Chris is a pretty special kid. He's been sort of the face of the program for the last 3 years. A couple years ago, as a true sophomore, as a true second year, took 7th in the country, which is extremely hard to do. Guy that young placing at a weight class like his was very tough. The very next year, last season, as a true third year, he took 3rd in the country and was a hair away from being in the national finals.
I had the match. I don't want to say I had it won, because you can never count Iowa guys out or anybody who's ranked #1 in the country, but had the match, you know, within grasp, and I just let that get to my head, and instead of worrying about, instead of wrestling to win, I started wrestling not to lose. And I've been there before. Unfortunately, it was just a circumstance where it happened, and you know, I'm better for it. There's a picture of me laying on the mat with the guy who beat me last year in the semifinals with his arms up in the air, with the crowd going nuts. There's a big picture on the cover of a magazine. I have it hung in my locker, and it's a reminder every single day. Look at it before every single practice to know what I have to do and how much worse that pain is than anything in this room that I can endure.
This year, it's been a pretty interesting year for Chris, because now he's the hunted one. Every time he goes out on the mat, the guy he's wrestling, it's his biggest match of that guy's career. It's the biggest match of his season. And so now it's kind of like when people come in to play the Yankees. You know, they always play well. That's what's been happening with Chris. He's been wrestling a lot of nationally ranked guys. Our schedule's very tough. And these guys are up for the match. I mean, they're ready. They're going out there thinking, hey, this is my chance to knock off the #2 ranked guy in the country, and it shows. And so he's had some really good battles so far this year, and I think it's going to make him better come the end of the year. You know, I look back, and I'm not fully looking back yet, because I'm still looking forward, and I have one more thing to do before I graduate from this school. But certainly, I'm so proud. This is a great program. It's headed in an awesome direction, and I'm so happy that I can be one of those guys that said, you know, this is where it all started, with this recruiting class, with this head coach, with these few core group of guys who really set the bar for UVA wrestling. And that's exactly why I came to the school. You know, I could have gone to a school that was already ranked top 5 in the country with the list of All-Americans that would take up the whole wall, but I wanted to go to a school where, you know, be a big fish in a relatively small pond at the time, and help it emerge it into an ocean. So I'm really proud about that, and that's something that I'll always, you know, pride myself in.